crazy build today. We gotta make these face panels here for these angle drawers. So you guys already know we're about to kick it off with that typical mill drill. So we're gonna go over to the lumber rack right now and grab some walnut. This walnut right here is insane. It's like figured and everything.
Man, dude, this is way too fancy for a miter saw station.
But you know what? We already went crazy with it, so might as well just keep going,
Just keep on going. I mean, we planed it, we joined it, we table sawed them, so we're ready for glue up. So what we're gonna do is actually do two separate glue ups right now. We got A, B, and C just as one glue up, and then D, E, F for the next glue up. So we're gonna just get them bar clamps, get some glue, and clamp them together.
So we just went and we took these things off the stand. They're looking really nice right now. So what we gotta do is actually grab the clamps one more time and put these things together. The reason why we did two separate glue ups is because the drum sander is not wide enough. If we were to glue up this whole panel and send it through, it would just be a pain. So it's easier to do two separate ones. Now all we gotta do is just glue this thing together and then just have that one seam to sand. So let's get right into it.
So we finished up gluing both these panels together. The seam turned out perfect, but the next step is actually get rid of this jagged edge on the right side by me because I gotta square this panel up. So we're gonna use a track saw to square that edge up, make sure it's perfect, and then we're gonna start doing layout for our face panels. So let's get started.
Alrighty guys, so we got the walnut panels all cut down to size, looking pretty nice right now.
Man, this thing's looking amazing. What I did is I went ahead and actually got my measurements off the cabinet and started working on the face panel already. So you guys didn't really watch me use a tape measure and all that kind of jazz because that's really quite boring for you guys and quite boring for me too. But what we're doing is actually doing some Hexagon inlays. We got a shape right here and I'm going to make this crazy design, crazy pattern, and we're going to be using a router. So let's get right into it.
out here, we're gonna run through the process of how we actually did this. So you wanna show them what you used here with the template?
Man, dude, so what I did is I actually went on Google Images and found an image of a hexagon and printed it off, stuck it on here with some adhesive glue, and then I cut it out with a scroll saw. And then basically what I had going on with the router was a bushing and a straight bit, which is a 3/32 bit for the router. And then I just went along. Here, I can even show you. Went along like this. Just like so.
Just like that, guys. Pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Worked out really well. And now what we're going to do is start doing some inlays. Man, so I got a little bit of ahead of myself. We're not going to start the inlays just yet. What I have to do is actually get the track saw out again and actually cut these lines. And then we'll get right back into them inlays.
So all the hexagons have been installed, looking pretty nice right here, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a, what would you call that, a gap above it? Not a gap.
No, it's not a gap, it's just a little bit taller than what it has to be. So what we're going to have to do is actually sand them down and make them perfect.
Okay guys, so this thing turned out amazing, so enjoy the sight while it lasts though, because we actually have to cut this thing in half, because it's gotta go in the drawers that are behind you, right?
Yes, sir!
I know we already said it once, guys, but we just put the line on here, and it's gonna go directly through these hexagons. It's really gonna be the last time we're gonna see this thing all the way together. So we gotta cut it.
Cut it!
Okay guys, so I know it's truly a devastating moment. We can just take a moment of silence, right?
Moment of silence is over. It's time to get these things on the drawers!
So we cut that panel in half. I know it was really upsetting, it was really hard to do, but man, that end result just turned out fantastic. Those hexagon inlays were super, super difficult, but you know, I mean,
man, it was insane.
It was just nuts, but we're really happy with the way it turned out. So if you guys want to see in the next video, we're going to be doing some finish oil on this thing. It's going to be totally crazy, just getting this whole thing all nice and finished up. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for that video. Drop a like down on this one if you enjoyed it. But just like that, guys, we got to the next part of the build, so let's roll that outro.